Hola tus mi amigos, something. Hello, my friends. Today we are going to talk about 10 ways to make CSGO better. Or in this case, actually not suck. But, I don't know. As of right now, the background gameplay is just some pistol-only shit. It gets really laggy in the middle because, well, I kind of actually talk about this later in the video. But okay, these are in no particular order. Um, it's just shit that I don't like about the game and that I find it could be better. So, the first one was kind of like a simple one for a more casual player thing. So a lot of these actually have to do with movement, but number one is run-in. As a former Call of Duty player, or not former, but as someone who came from Call of Duty and most other games, you can actually fucking run. Okay, now when I play, I'm used to you take out your knife to move a little faster and whatever. It's your fastest moving thing, and yeah, sure, I'm sure all the little you get used to it. I know, but I still think it's still silly that there's not like a way to go quicker. Or then when you sneak around, when you crouch to make no sound, when you do that thing, it's so fucking slow, and I don't like it. I know I'm not the most MLG player with my movements. I'm not the professional b-hopper, with my b-hop scripts, and you can jump around corners and all that shit. And a lot of people aren't in CS:GO. I see some of the pros; they move a lot better than me. But still, for the more casual player, the movement is just much too slow for me, and not a lot of it's just not fast paced enough. So, I mean, if there was I'm not asking for exactly like a sprint button, just ways to move around faster. That's all I'm saying. If there was a way to do that, it'd be a lot better, a lot more fun, and a lot more. It can bring more casual players into it, I think. Number two, I put sticky bullets, and what this means, it when you are running then and you start getting shot. Your movement just gets nullified in fucking half. Okay? If you're sitting there, you peek a corner, but you peek a little bit too fucking much, then you start getting shot by like a fucking P90. You can take out your knife. Doesn't matter. You can run and jump. Doesn't matter because you're just stuck to the ground. You can't get off the ground. You're just glued to it. There's nothing you can do. You're fucked. Absolutely nothing you can do. Only thing you can do is maybe try to turn and shoot them and get a lucky headshot. But you cannot, find cover quick enough because, once again, like I said, kind of goes back. There's no sprint thing. It's kind of more realistic. If you were getting shot indie multiple times by an AK, you wouldn't be able to run as fast as you normally do. Oh, shut the what it makes for is people to just sit there and camp around corners a lot more or hide in cover a lot more and not be out in the open. So it creates more of a campy, no-skill, faggoty fuck type of gameplay. So, fix that. Number three, I put ping, which I'm right now in what I'm watching. I'm starting to lagging a little bit. In CS:GO, ping. I'm like, okay, look, you know me. I play Black Ops. I play with high ping. I play with low ping. I can do it all. Russian knife server 190 ping. I'm fine. But for some fucking reason in CS:GO, it's just their servers, whether it's because they're 64 tick and all these ticks and shit. I don't fucking know. But playing with just anything over 120 ping, the delay is like so crazy. It's crazier than any other game I've played with high ping. Why in CS:GO? Maybe because the other players have lower ping because that's at least whoever I play with. We're kind of centralized in Europe, and I'm American, but it's still for some fucking reason CS:GO is the worst. If you have a bad connection on it, it's worse than any other game with bad connection. It's honestly shit, And I've played with high ping in a lot of games, and CS:GO is just by far the worst. In a game where you need to be super fucking accurate with your little headshots, and every millisecond counts. When you have like a fucking half a second delay on an op shot, it's pretty fucking stupid. And you have to run shotguns as my solution. Okay. Another thing I have, next one is the weapon animations. When you pull out a weapon, it's what you like. This is another thing that most CS:GO players are gonna be used to. But what it does for me exactly is slow down the gameplay. When you pull out a weapon, you pick up a new. I get it if you pick up a weapon for the first time, you pull out your weapon for the first time. Like in Black Ops 1, it does that. Okay, but you can YY and switch that. YYing is a council term for you when you switch weapons really fast, back and forth. Or in CSGO, I don't know, you switch to your knife and back to your weapon. You know that thing? But then, every fucking time you do that in CSGO, it has to do the stupid fucking weapon animation again. And that's fucking retarded. That's there you. If this game's about valuable milliseconds, well, fucking spending 2 seconds cocking my fucking gun doesn't fucking help me at all, does it? I get it with the AWP because you have to cock between shots and whatnot, and the not the Locust. That's the wrong game. The fucking SSG, the Scout. It's yeah, for sniping I get it, you know, but doing the animation every fucking time, it's terrible. It's honestly, it doesn't, you know, it's like your sidearm's supposed to be so you can pull it out faster than reloading. I don't actually know if it is, but when you're fucking gotta do your little animation every fucking time you pull out your sidearm, then you like guys, you just end up being dead. All these make you more dead. Everything I've said so far. So the next thing is gun drops. This is really in comp. It doesn't matter because people drop their guns and whatnot. But I think it would be especially in deathmatch. That's what actually this is for. If deathmatch is all about aiming, your skill with the gun and whatnot, and that's the only key thing that it's here for, is to help players to aim, I still don't understand why people don't drop their gun when they die. You know? Because then if I'm out of bullets and I gotta shoot someone again, I can't switch to my second weapon because there's an animation there. If I can't fucking reload in time, because reloading speeds in this game are a little too fucking slow for my liking. You know? Like I said, I like fast gameplay stuff. This game's too slow for me. And, you know, so I don't get why in deathmatch, when you die, your gun isn't dropped. So you could just pick up another gun and keep on going. Oh, well, when you pick up that gun, there'd be a stupid animation to it anyways. But I don't get it in deathmatch. It's not like there's going to be 1,000 guns laying around the map at the end. In Call of Duty, I think it's after your next life, then if your gun's still on the ground, then it goes away. You know, it's a simple thing to code. I don't know why it's not there. I don't know why people don't drop their guns in deathmatch. It just, honestly, it makes no sense to me. I feel like it'd be a lot better, and it's a simple thing to do, if people just drop their guns in deathmatch. Alright? Maybe that's just me. Next one I have is actually health, and I know CSGO players are going to be like, yeah, you're used to having your health not regen and shit. But this is more of a thing for another thing for deathmatch and maybe even casual. If there was a way that your health would actually regen a little bit, you know, or at least, like I said, at least in deathmatch. Because it, honestly, once again, I think it just makes for boring camping gameplay, because it's what I see in the pros all the time. They both spray at each other, then one guy's left at 10 health, and then he's useless anyways, you know? So what's he going to do? He's going to go camp around the corner and try to get someone with a quick headshot, you know? And it adds some more strategic stuff to the game. That's why I said, you know, this doesn't necessarily mean comp. Maybe you could have a hardcore, softcore type thing like Call of Duty has, but you know, like I said, when you first come to this game, you know, and you can't run and your health doesn't regen, if you're coming from Call of Duty, it doesn't make a lot of sense to you, you know? So this is just to help out the more casual but this isn't a casual player game. This is for only super sweaty fucking tryhards who have to, you know, play on 3 accounts with 6,000 hours and whatnot, so I'm sure no one would fucking like that, but yeah. Next one I have eco rounds. I understand, like I kind of talked about this, but I understand having the money concept in Search and Destroy. It is kind of weird in Call of Duty. You just start with whatever gun you want to choose right away. In Search and Destroy, a game of rounds or match with you where you only get 1 life, yeah, that's kind of important. What gun you choose is a big advantage or disadvantage. I understand. So I understand the money concept in CSGO and why it happens and why it's like that. But what I just hate is that usually if you lose the first pistol round, basically the pistol round is way too valuable, you know? If you lose that, you usually just lose, you eco the next 3 or 4 rounds. It's where you don't buy anything and you just save money because the other team has money and you don't, and you're just like, well, we're basically giving up this round. Sure, you're not giving up the round, but you're just using pistols. Pistols are a big disadvantage unless you camp around a corner and play it right, which is what this game's about, basically. And a lot of these things are basically going to not have people do that because that's fucking stupid gameplay, in my opinion. So it's just eco rounds. I'm fine with. I love the money concept of it and whatnot, but I don't like that you have to give up 3 or 4 fucking rounds just for because you lose a stupid pistol round. You know what I'm saying? So it could be better. Okay. Next one I have, and this is a big one actually, because it centers around people camping like a bitch again, is AWP. There should be some fucking sway to the AWP. In Call of Duty, you have a button where you hit and it for like 3 or 4 seconds, you can scope and your scope won't move at all. You know, that's fine. Just it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be a quick scope thing. But if there was just some sway added to it, or after like 3 or 4 seconds of aiming down sight with the AWP, if you start to get a sway, you should have to resume or something like that. Look, that takes a half a second to do, but that's when you know there's a guy around the corner with an op and he's watching it, and you don't have time to like flank around to a different part of the map. It's like the best thing you can do is just hope he misses. That's all you can do is just hope he misses, but it's it's not hard to miss when you can sit there and just look at a spot at the same very spot forever, and your crosshair won't move at all. It's not hard to fucking miss. You just have to click at the right time. That's all. And it's just, if there was a little bit of sway so faggots couldn't fucking hard scope so much, that'd be a hell of a lot more beautiful in this game, It just, like I said, what it causes is people camping right around the corner, hard scoping with an op. Doesn't seem to take any skill. It's very skillless gameplay that's happening here, Next thing I have is Smurfs, and CSGO actually recently just started. They just have this new thing, I guess, where you have to activate your account, and you can only do one. So you don't play with other Smurfs. I like that. I enjoy that, but I wrote this down before that. What I had in mind was just, yeah, I like what they have now. I'm happy with what they put in now. It seems like it would work. It'd be good. Certainly there'd be faggots that would still try to abuse it, but it's not perfect. But whatever. What I had in mind was basically just, you don't really, I know you don't get ranked until you get 10 wins in this game, but basically what I would do, I would take away like the entire lower half of ranks. And because I think if you took away everything from like whatever's above Gold Nova, Master, or Elite, whatever the top Gold Nova is, when you get into like MG and DMGs and shit like that, then you should be ranked. But I think everyone under that, they shouldn't be ranked. What this would cause would be a lot less people caring about fucking rank, but it would also, the Smurfs, they wouldn't really want to play it, or if they just wanted to, it would cause it more casual at the lower levels of comp, when there are, Smurfs that will come and fucking try hard and blah blah blah, whether they're playing with their friends or they're just, why they don't want to play a global game. Just fuck Smurfs. I like this. Like I said, I'm fine with the system they implementing now, but before the whole lower half of ranks was just gone. It seemed like it'd be, then being actually ranked would mean something, not just after 10 wins. When they would, I had some other things, I didn't write them down, so I forgot a lot of them now, but to decrease Smurf gameplay. So then the last one, I don't know, I didn't really have 10 things, but I just it's what I talked about before on how, skins, just the players and how they care about skin. I don't know. I don't think there's a such thing as a CSGO player who is happily content on just keeping the inventory they have. Sure, you throw a little bit of money in, you get a couple skins, but then they're just like, oh, I want other skins. Oh, I want a more expensive skin now. Blah, blah, blah. I've talked about this shit and how skins and how they're just, gambling addicted faggots who just want their skins, and how the whole CSGO community is about that. And it's just, it's fucking cancer. People they're paying 10 times the amount, the price that the game actually is, just for something that doesn't help you at all in the game. Just makes you go, look at my inventory. Fuck it. So there's I don't know how many, I don't know, is anyone watching this? Are you happy with your inventory? Or you not have the best, do you not have a Dragon Lore? You're just like, fuck it, I don't fucking know. Anywho, I think that's been it. 10 ways how to make CSGO not suck. A lot of them are, like I said, are based around anti-camp, quicker gameplay, and shit like that. That's just how I like it. I don't know. Leave your opinions below. As always, peace the fuck out.
I have a mail buddy, and I want to say I'm blackmailing you.
No,